If I can just keep that one phone in there without it popping off, I'll be good. All right, guys, so we are officially live. We'll be having a press conference here in just a little bit, so everybody just stay tuned. This is charging. Sorry guys, I'm moving the stand just a little bit as I put my equipment to make sure my equipment doesn't fall. So just bear with me, guys.
They're invisible. This is very sustainable.
That work for you, Olivia?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, is it coming in clear? Can somebody give me an answer? We got volume. Is it clear? You know what, Olivia? I'm gonna have to change my lens. Can you open that car? Sorry.
Excuse me, lady. I'm gonna need to get right for that. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
All right, guys. Thank you all for being here. This is going to be the press conference for Audrii Cunningham. Audrii Cunningham. Hopefully we have no problems with the phone. This phone is almost too big for this. There we go.
You want to hit that front? Yeah. Oh, put it next to baby. You see here?
But right now, it's half an hour to go live.
But the position is... And where do you want to stand now?
Just back up.
All right, that's perfect.
Sorry, Olivia. This is Olivia's camera.
Oh,
It's okay. It's okay for you.
no, don't want her. Yeah, no, that's better. The problem is now I've got an issue here because I'm trying to get this other channel. I got both the YouTube channels going right now. Hold on, let me see if I can set that up. There we go. That'll work. All right, guys. So this is the press conference for Audrii Cunningham, 11-year-old, missing. She's been missing since February 15th around 7 a.m. Again, her parents were unaware she was missing until much later in the day, which has caused a lot of problems in this case. So I'm going to be quiet because we've got a lot of media set up here. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off the mics, guys. You're going to have to understand, I want these people to be able to talk. There's a lot of setting up doing right here, and I don't want to have hot mics for these people. So I promise you, if you guys see it, hey, Crime Stories Obsessed, it's great to see you, anybody. So I'm just going to mute the mics, and once the press conference starts, I'll unmute. Thank you for being here. I'm just taking off the, I've got the microphone. There's a lot of people set up here, so just stay put, and we'll get started soon. battery charger now. Stick your charger and your cords close to the wall, so you don't have a little bit kicking the cord. I just need to kind of go. That's right in my angle.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about my photography.
It's like still off. Perfect. Okay, there you go. This is the
Okay, Olivia. You're
Oh,
you're right.
yeah, yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, I didn't know that you were there.
Yeah, because that's
Sorry.
for my videos. Going right there. That's good.
yeah. Manual full blast here, man. I'm gonna give you a mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. You good?
There's so much. You want to help? No, I don't want to get in your way. That gives you a good area.
All right, I think we're all good. I think this is cool that everybody's here. Okay, cool. All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
What type of camera is that?
Sony FX3.
That's the one I'm seeing. And
Yeah,
what
that's a good
lens do
rig.
you have? Like what?
22 to 102, and then I've got a 100 to 200. But I'm trying to like divest myself of the shooting responsibilities because I'm a photographer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's a good rig, it's cinematic. The only issue is like if you're used to filming something with an eyepiece as opposed to an LED, they don't particularly strong LED.
Yeah.
Personally, I mean, my workflow is such that I'm just used to like going like this.
Yeah.
It looks better because it's from your actual film. But if you want to shoot
This is
films
just
with
for my
that-
videos.
I heard that Netflix approved of it.
I just gotta try to remember mine.
Oh, am I?
Yes.
Kidding.
So if you just stand right here, you should be able to get it there, and I stand right here, you should get it.
I can do
You got not go down from there?
I can do res. I have 4K like res.
How's the battery? It's okay, the battery? And then, can you do?
The only thing is if you have to use that in extreme weather, it's not that
Why? Like the audio or the?
it's just not built for hurricanes.
Yeah.
I'd rather use one of those.
You can go up there. I got it scrolled in.
Tell me when you see me.
I just need you to stay just like that. Because you have a tendency of leaning this way.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, is that going to be comfortable for you? I think that'll be good. Can you scroll in just a
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we might want to wait until somebody goes up to the mic, but yeah.
Can you see me if I do my hand?
Just a little
No.
bit. Just when you did move your hand over. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, that's a long way.
Yeah, but you hit. Yeah, okay, perfect.
And if I move over, just tap my shoulder.
Yeah. So you need to bring one of those little fold-up seats. You know, the little step stools.
I used to have one, but I don't
You know what I'm
in
talking
my
about?
car.
They fold flat. That would be
I have
perfect.
one in my car for real. I didn't see moving. I'm back in the room. I never do.
They haven't sent it out, but
Oh, what was going on with my earbuds today? But they pair completely silent. Couldn't hear nothing from my pink ones, yeah. I I got an extra set, but these are paired to my computer, so I want them separate.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check, check. This is a mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mic check. And talk. Kata. Same piece set. Piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mic check. Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mic check. Just let me know if this sounds good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check, check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sound great, sir.
I wasn't waiting for you, but thank you.
All right, guys, we should be starting here shortly.
I go with it. Where's the next? here? But the sheriff is gonna. Right. I'm sure he's a little scared that something's gonna blow up on his face like
So rough.
if he knows that. He knows that. He just doesn't know who it is. He knows fish is involved in it. He knows the fish is connected to it. And the other person is like, so it's up there. So it's got to Where's your guy set up? Oh, yes.
Good afternoon. My name is Lieutenant Craig Cummings, Texas Department of Safety. Today we're here to provide some updates on the search for 11-year-old Audrii Cunningham, who went missing on Thursday of last week. I'm also joined by Polk County Sheriff Myron Lyons and Polk County District Attorney Shelley Sitton. I want to say that investigators are following active leads based on tips and evidence that we have gathered. The videos submitted to investigators by the community have been very helpful. We're looking for, asking the public's help for additional video on FM 31, 20:30 p.m. and 8 a.m. So again, that's video from FM 31 that shows the highway. I also want to announce that the Polk County Crime Stoppers Reward has been increased to $10,000 for information leading to the arrest and prosecution of the person responsible for Audrii's disappearance. We are asking the public, based on the evidence that we have been getting right now, to stay away from scenic loop FM 3277 unless you have a need to be there. That is a potential point of interest in this investigation. We have a lot of people driving down there. Please stay away. Let the investigators do what they are doing, volunteers what they are doing, so that we can bring Audrii home. I also want to say that we're thankful for the Polk County District Attorney's Office for their continued legal advice as they provide that to investigators in this continued search for Audrii. Investigators have given McDougal, who was arrested Friday on an unrelated charge, several opportunities to cooperate, and we remain hopeful that he will begin helping in this case. Now, we also want to address some rumors that have been circulating. McDougal is not required to register as a sex offender. We would refer you to the various counties that prosecuted McDougal for inquiries regarding his criminal history. And we also want to say that McDougal resides in a camper behind the residence where Audrii lives with her father, grandparents, and other family. The family does have a relationship with McDougal. And with that, I want to turn it over to Polk County Sheriff Myron Lyons for some remarks from him before we open it up for questions.
Good afternoon. Since Audrii was reported missing, we have been working with investigators and volunteers, doing everything we can to bring Audrii home. Unfortunately, I've had bronchitis and it has impacted my ability to speak. So that is why I want to say first thank you to the Department of Public Safety and to the FBI for assisting me with the social media and my media briefings. I also want to take a moment to thank all the investigators and the volunteers and members of the community who are working to bring Audrii home. The outpouring of support from the tips and from the videos and the donations for food and water has just been inspiring. As a community, as a county, as a state, and a nation, the search for Audrii has brought out some of the most exceptional people that I've come to know. I have been in contact with the family, and they want everybody to know that they thank you and they appreciate all the prayers and how you've kept Audrii and them in your hearts. And they just ask that you continue to pray for them and Audrii being able to bring her home. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has helped in this case. Any other questions? He was supposed to be taken to the dropping off at the bus stop, and we do feel at this point that he was the last person who seen her.
Did he do that regularly? Did he take her to the bus stop every day? Was that something that he routinely did?
There has been information found that there were some occasions that he did drop her off at the bus stop or even take her to school if she missed the bus.
There's rumors flying about that McDougal has confessed. Did you address that rumor?
McDougal has not confessed. He has been talking with some of the investigators, but at this point in time, he has not confessed. And that's kind of one of the reasons that we're asking for the videos. We're trying to piece together a timeline of where he's been and the travel that he took, the roadways that he took. So this area is just one that's in particular that we can say that we know that he was in. And so we're making sure that we do extensive search of those areas. But the problem is that when we have a lot, and I know that people are concerned and people want to help. But a lot of times when we bring too many people into an area, it hinders our efforts in being able to try to find and locate evidence.
Do you guys know if that was Audrei's backpack that was found near the dam?
We feel strongly today that that backpack that was found is a high probability that it's going to be Audrei's.
There's a lot of water around her home.
Okay, yes, we do feel as though we are investigating a criminal investigation. And at this point in time, as we conduct our investigation, we are not leaving out or adding in any discharges. We are investigating the evidence as if any, if we find any, and then we'll let that be determined, once we get all the evidence put together on what charges, if any, will be found. I don't know. So that right now, because it's in another county, just the only thing that I've been able to find out that it was not something that they were able to require him to register for as a sex offender.
She lives around water.
Has McDougal to the dam or the Trinity River since he's been arrested?
There have been some occasions where, on one occasion where we have taken McDougal and he agreed to work with us and has taken us to certain locations.
She lives around water. Have you checked the water around her house?
And see, one of the things in our investigation, when we conduct investigation, we want to make sure that we try to capture a good timeline. So even if we're looking at projected time, say if it's 7, we still want to go to back up, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, because we want to know exactly what the individual or suspects may have been doing up until that point. Someone asked about water around the
Yeah,
house.
around the house. Has that area been searched? Because that, okay, perfect.
That was the first area on the night that she was reported missing. Volunteers came together with law enforcement. That was the first area the subject was searched.
Sheriff, do you believe
Is when we felt that she was.
do you believe that Audrii is still alive?
I'm hoping and praying that she's still alive. I am not giving up hope that we will be bring her home. No, yes, I am hoping that she is still alive. And we're going to work just as hard to make sure that we do everything that we can to try to bring her home.
Has
Sheriff, is
McDougal
there
been
any other person of
cooperative?
interest
Is he
in this
speaking with
case?
investigators?
Okay, we've got a couple questions at a time.
Is McDougal being cooperative? Is he speaking with investigators? Is he not talking?
When you say is he being cooperative, I think that Mr. McDougal, he is what he's doing on occasions. He will, I use that word cooperative lightly, but he is somewhat, working and talking with the investigators. But we are very cautious on the information that he's giving.
Are you guys
Sheriff, do you have any other persons of interest in this case?
I would say this, that at this point, Mr. McDougal is our main person of interest, but we are not ruling out anyone else who may be involved and may not be involved. We are not just honing in on just this one individual, making sure that we're covering all stones.
And do you anticipate charges being filed in connection to this case anytime soon?
I anticipate that if evidence presents itself that proves that Mr. McDougal has committed an offense or crime, then charges will be filed. So in speaking with the Rangers, we're just asking them, hey, take us to work in any place that you think or where you have been. And so he has done that on the occasion. Okay, and kind of like I addressed in my opening statement, is that I am so grateful for those who have came out and volunteered, raised their hands to want to participate. And yes, the volunteers have been great and have been very valuable to us. But one of the things that we have to do is that we have to limit, we have to make sure we don't overdo it. Because remember, we are yet still, while we bring Audrii home, we are yet still making sure that if there is evidence or if there's anything that we need to capture or anything that we need to be able to retain, we want to make sure that we don't have so many people that we damage or destroy at the time. So for where we are today, we had the volunteers meeting over at Tiger Village Park. And then as we needed them, we would send an officer over to get those folks to then take them to help search. At this time, we don't want to share a location that he's taken us to, other than to say that there are multiple places of interest that we have gone to and have made searches in, and I'm sure for as I will be searching other locations.
Did you find something there?
And really, when it comes down to it, it wasn't there with those officers, and so I can't answer to exactly what was just said, other than these just places that he is trying to.
Has McDougal made a claim that he dropped her off at the school bus?
The only thing at this point in time right now that I can speak to for sure is going to be that.
So do you think he's given you false leads?
And that's the thing, is that we have to just continue to work all the leads that he's presenting to us. Whether or not they're false or not, it depends upon how it works out and how the investigators are able to put those pieces together.
Are you guys able to have his cell phone records, maybe like where he could be?
We are working with every tool made available to us, whether it be cell phone, whether it be video, which has been an awesome tool for us We are using every tool made available to us to try to piece together a window or a picture of where he may have gone.
Have you talked with Audrii's dad or family members?
I'm sorry. At this time right now, he is not understand whether or not she's made it, whether or not he dropped her off or she made the bus stop or not.
Has he admitted to leaving the house with her?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you clarify that location where you're telling people to stay away from? It's called the scenic route, just the name of it, where it is.
It's off of the scenic loop. It's the, let me say this. It's in the scenic loop area there near Tigerville Park. If I say on national television, don't go to this specific location, kind of defeat my purpose. But I am saying that there are officers that's in the area who are instructing people or directing people away from those areas. Please work with those officers if they ask you to turn around or they ask you to go into another location while they will search those areas.
Sure, you mentioned that you had and now we
That we must not jump to conclusions. We want to make sure that we take all that we have collected. Yes, he may have been the last person with her, and yes, she is missing at this time. But we want to make sure that whatever evidence that we collect and that we place on an affidavit today is going to be something that's going to hold up on the court later. It does us no good to prematurely charge him now, and then 3-4 months from now it gets tossed out of court because we were moving too fast. So I ask you, please understand as we work carefully through this, because Audrii deserves this. She deserves us taking our time. She deserves us making sure that we do it right. She deserves to have her voice to be heard. And I want to make sure that we do that and we do it the right way.
Sheriff, one of the cell phone techniques is called Geo tracking.
I will say this, we are using every tool made available to us to be able to work cell phones and video to be able to try to track his movements.
Has any other person of interest come to fruition, and have they been eliminated?
There have been other persons that we have certainly have looked at, and at this point in time, we're not ruling anyone out. And at this point, we are still, it's an active investigation, and everybody's going to be looked at, everybody's going to be maintained until we can definitely say for sure either you are or you're not party to this investigation.
What are the details about his aggravated assault charge that he's currently in jail for? Can you expand on that?
The details, what I can go to in on that was, it was an aggravated assault that took place August, I believe, and that in that investigation there was some, during the investigation, there were some circumstances that took place that would not allow us to be able to arrest him at that time, and he would not cooperate, would not basically lawyer up, would not talk with the investigators, but on like Saturday, Friday night, whichever night he was arrested, he did make the statement to that offense, which at that point in time he was arrested.
What was the offense? What is he accused of doing in that?
It was aggravated assault. He assaulted another individual.
Male or female?
Male.
We've also heard that he has, obviously a violent criminal history. There's also rumors out there that he has affiliation with the Aryan Brotherhood. Are you able to confirm that?
We have heard those same things, and we've been told that there is an affiliation with the Aryan Brotherhood. Those are some things that we will come back after we are able to get Audrii located, and we will tie those things together to prove whether or not he's affiliated or not.
Have you talked about his dad?
Search for any evidence in the house, the RV, the home itself?
Those things have been. Yes, ma'am.
Time for 2 more questions.
Have you talked with Audrii's dad or family members?
Yes.
Are they cooperating?
Very much so.
can you expand a little bit more on the relationship between Audrii's family and realizing that these individuals aren't your responsibility, but will they transpire and things like that?
And for this to be our last question, I've answered your question is that basically the way it was explained to us is that he was a friend of the family, a friend of the father, and he was allowed to live there in a trailer behind the house. And he was a friend of the family. And basically, that's why he was allowed to live there. I appreciate what everyone has done. I appreciate your helping us get our story out there. Thank you so much for your diligence in this, and I ask you if you continue to work with us and allow us to tell all your stories, allow us to work this investigation properly and understand when it doesn't go or doesn't appear to go the way that you feel it should. Trust us that we get it done. We're trying our best to do the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you for your service and your officer service.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Poking your butt.
I put it over. Probably not. She's working with San Antonio Radio.
Gotcha.
So it might be the same.
Okay, would you be able to do like a Zoom or something?
Well, I don't know.
All right, guys, so we're back. Hold on, let me get my
Yeah, so may work.
stuff wrapped up.
Let me go get this written out.
Let me get away from all these people so we can go and chat. So what we learned is she still hasn't been found. There's an area that needs to be, everybody needs to stay away from. They are doing their searches right now. Obviously, we are going to honor and respect law enforcement. We want this child found. We want justice for Audrii Cunningham. This is just, you can see the grief on all these officials' faces. This is not something they want to be doing. This is a horrible situation that this community is facing. It sounds like there's multiple people, multiple persons of interest that this law enforcement is looking into. They indicated that they've cleared some people haven't. All information is on the table. They're asking anybody to, look at your footage. If you're in these areas, these hotspot areas for law enforcement, and they are looking for photography, videography, ring doorbell camera, blink doorbell camera. Guys, just go to the 15th. How long can it possibly take to go through your footage? How many images can you possibly have for the 15th? It seems like it's something that everybody can take just a few minutes out of their day, go to their cameras and review them. Most of you guys have this stuff already backed up on sync devices, or have the services through Blink or Ring, where it auto records this stuff. Just go to the 15th, review your images, help this law enforcement out if you live in this immediate area. We're doing the best we can to get the information out, to be where we need to be, and just pray that she is found. Now, as you heard the chief said, he hasn't lost hope. He still prays to find this child alive, but we know that with each passing day, each passing hour, that hope dwindles. And we know that the first 48 hours is the most important. Okay, we've been doing this a while. It's good to hear that the family's cooperating. I couldn't imagine them not cooperating. It sounds like mom and dad, no matter what their circumstances are grief-stricken right now. This was a terrible mistake that I'm absolutely confident that the father's feeling today of even having this man around. But, he was a single dad. You do the best you can as a parent and pray to God you're making the right decisions. And you just pray to God that there's humanity out there and people that care for you and care for your family. It sounds like this was a person that was a friend to him. It sounds to me, the way it was indicated, even though the chief didn't say it, it sounds like it was a long lifetime type of friend. So it's just sad. It's just sad, guys. So I do thank you guys for being here with me today, and previewing all the videos. I'm uploading a lot of videos to TikTok. When I get back to the hotel, I'll start preparing some YouTube videos. Just bear with me. I know some people are like, didn't this already come out? Yes, it did already come out, like my press conference. But see, people go back and review this stuff, right? And so even though it may not be breaking, it's still information that needs to be out there for people. And it was of great quality, by the way, great quality imaging. So I'm putting it out there. If you like to watch it, like it, and make sure you hit those thumbs up. That tells me that I'm doing a good job as a creator and getting that information out there. So just give me a bone, throw a thumbs up, like right here. I don't even know which channel I'm on over here. This is the long one here. We have 225 people and only 52 likes. We need to get those likes up. And over here, I've got 81 with 127. So work on that for Bullhorn Betty. We've been working our tail off these conditions. Let me talk to you guys about these conditions. Last night, I don't know what it got to last night. I know when I woke up this morning, it was 34 degrees outside. 34 degrees. These are the conditions that these law enforcement and dive teams, let's not forget the dive teams, have been subjected to for significant days. They've been in this water. Look at the dogs. We got footage of the dogs going out into the boat and stuff like that. We've got a lot of footage. They're out there in this water, in this freezing cold. And she is out there somewhere also in the same frigid cold. Our hearts are bleeding for this family. Our hearts are bleeding for Audrii. We want her home. Please share. Let's get her name out there. Let's make sure people that know they need to be sending in footage get that, because we were out there at that boat dock, and I'm telling you, people were walking up asking us what's going on. These are people that live right here in the community. And even with all of this, they have no knowledge that this little girl is missing in their own community. And if they don't have any knowledge of this little girl missing in their own community, then how can they possibly know to check their footage? So you guys need to be talking about it. If you're here in Livingston, go knock on your neighbor's door, talk to them, see if they have video camera. We don't know where this guy was, but clearly law enforcement wants to know his every step that he took that day. And we should give that opportunity to law enforcement in an effort to get justice for Audrii Cunningham. So please knock your neighbor's door, talk about this case, get out there. Anybody that has any kind of footage, even if something, I don't like, there was something bad or dangerous or negative. No, was something unusual? Did something unusual happen that day? Not that it was bad, not that anything like that. Anything unusual, anything that was out of the norm that happened that day. Even if you think it is nothing, if you're in the Livingston area and you've seen that Suburban, or there was just some weird oddity that happened that day that was out of the blue, reach out to law enforcement. You don't know what nugget of information law enforcement needs to break this case wide open. We need to find, this has been too long. Audrii hasn't been home yet. She has not come home yet. We need to pool our resources together, and we need to bring this baby home. So you guys go do your part. I'm going to continue to do my part, and we are going to continue to advocate for this baby. And we're just going to pray, and we're going to wrap her family with the love and support that they need. And it's just, my heart breaks for her friends that don't know how to deal with all this. And that's the hardest, is that more young children are scarred by this animal. They're scarred by this animal. So God bless you. Let's keep the faith, keep the prayers. The prayers keep me going out here when it's frigid cold weather and I'm freezing my tail end off, and we're falling. You guys don't even understand. Olivia had to literally pull out cactus thorns out of me yesterday. You have no earthly idea what we put ourselves through out here covering these cases. I'll drop that video here in short order, but it was a very painful day yesterday. But these are just some of the things that we get ourselves into when we're out here looking and searching and trying to find some answers. All right, guys, God bless each and every one of you. We will be back. And please don't forget to tell maybe a local law enforcement officer, thank you for your service this wonderful day. God bless.